Hey, thanks for tuning in. I'm Enrique VTee, and I will be your host for the next hour. I want to talk about the name change of the show. From now on, this show is called Cybernut. How Tech Podcast was kind of a bad name. For one, it was nearly impossible to find on Google search. And I feel like the name didn't really make a lot of sense. Like, your podcast name should be something that you hear the name and you know exactly what it's about, right? And I didn't really feel that with How Tech Podcast. So if you're new here, welcome. On this show, we focus more on tech-related stories and the human experiences that modern tech has brought us. The good, the bad, the ugly, and the hilarious for sure. So buckle in and enjoy the soothing sounds of my voice as I lead you through your first Cybernut experience. Enjoy. Okay, so this next segment is a game that I made.
You made?
I wrote it. I mean, yeah. Okay. It's just like a question and answer. Okay.
Are you gonna do like an introduction to your game show?
Okay, sure. So, welcome. Ooh. Two players stand in the ring, Lewis and Andrew. This game is called Never Have I Ever at Best Buy.
My God.
I'm excited.
My nips are diamonds right now.
Fuck yeah.
Keep going.
Okay, so this is really simple. I'm just going to say something that would happen at Best Buy, and if you've ever experienced it, just say, just kind of, kind of go off of that, or something you've heard.
Yeah.
All right. So, never have I ever at Best Buy helped a customer for more than 1 hour.
For more than an hour.
It's always the international customer.
Yeah.
It's always like, I want this, and this, and I'm like, I'm gonna get this.
Because they end up taking you around the whole damn store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, sure, I'll walk around with you. It's an hour of doing no work.
My God.
They know what they want. They just want someone to keep them coming.
Someone like another manager is like, where's Lewis at? And then they go and they see you, and then they see the cart.
See the cart. Yeah.
And they're like, never mind. It's good. It's fine. Let Lewis do his thing.
Hey, he wants me to help him and finish. But we need help. I'm like, yeah, but do you want to lose this?
You want to lose this freaking sale, bro? I could probably get a fake credit card on him.
Right? He said he might buy what was it called? The Geek Squad protection? The
GSP?
He might buy the GSP on all of them. He might buy it on each one.
It works international too, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, so long as you come back.
That you have to call and register, and it doesn't work internationally. Like, what they do is they replace the damn thing.
They come so often throughout the years that they can just come
bring it back.
They sell the damn thing. There ain't nobody coming back.
That's
the only reason the international customers would ever buy the GSP whenever they're like doing bulk is because the manager's like, I'm not going to sell you this many unless you buy at least this many GSPs with it.
Because then their percentage will like drop to like crap.
Exactly. Yeah. And I mean, I think for the most part, they lose money on all the laptops they sell, I think, except Macs or something.
They do. They sell out of loss.
Damn.
Yeah. Which is so weird. Like, we're a weird business model. Like, how do you sell out of loss and then hope you make the rest up?
$200 laptops, but we pray to God that you're going to spend $50 on this freaking GSP.
Or at least this antivirus subscription.
Hold on, $50? That's a 25%.
Exactly. It's 25% of the cost of the laptop. Yeah, you might as well literally come back
the Black Friday sale stuff, I think that's the only time, like, even those laptops, they don't make anything, so they never sell it alone. Yeah. It's always like, I want this $100 laptop. Oh, okay, yeah, we sell it in a bundle though.
Yeah.
So you have to buy it with this controller and mouse and keyboard, and I'm just like, sure. Let's see if they fall for it.
With the antivirus that is so crap.
Right.
Kaspersky or
Kaspersky's what I was just thinking.
It's Russian antivirus. I'm like, I don't know how that's holding up these days.
So I think I have helped at least one or two customers
for more than
maybe like one customer for over an hour. And now this is over an hour as in like I'm transferring their data and I'm kind of waiting for it, so it didn't feel like I'm like there the whole time giving them all my
classes. Like, have you done a class for like the Samsung people?
Yes. So when I was hired, I had to do. They didn't teach us how to handle people's data though.
No,
they just had to put it on a laptop and just hook it up, or like use the smart switch app.
You don't erase anything.
I never had gone through that. Thankfully, I never had to go through. I actually had to tell one person their phone was not real. Was a fake one.
Oh, they thought it was a Samsung.
They thought it was a Samsung phone. They bought it on Craigslist. Oh. No, they brought it in. They're like, I just wanted to check. I don't remember what he wanted to check. I was like,
you open it up, it's Motorola's.
No, I looked at it and I'm like, this is not a Samsung.
Like, it's a no-name brand.
No, it was a bootleg. It was a bootleg.
Yeah, it was a clone.
So it was still running the one UI, whatever they call it.
when I restarted it, all I saw was Chinese.
Oh shit!
So someone did them dirty.
Yeah, at least you can see it from there. Like, yeah, this is not Samsung. How do you know, bruh?
I wish I had more business sense, because the thing is, like, back then you could have got Alibaba got a bunch of the S5 clones.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
and you could have got like 1,000 of them for like what, like maybe $500, and then sold each one, maybe not $500, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And then sold each one for like $10. You know, made a huge profit.
Huge freaking profit. Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay, next one. Never have I ever at Best Buy helped a customer who was drunk.
I don't think I've actually ever ended up helping out anyone that was inebriated.
Yeah, maybe not drunk.
Okay, me neither.
Did
All
you?
right. No.
That guy had horrible breath once.
Oh, yeah.
Like what? Like just like
he said,
hasn't brushed
he
his
said,
teeth in a
hi,
week?
I don't know what it was. He
that
just said,
breath
hi,
hit
can you
you.
help me? And I said, yeah, sure, I can. In front of his face. Like, I couldn't, I was like, Jesus, bro, did you just pepper spray me? Like, because you know what it is? It was reflexive, bro. Like, I didn't do it on purpose.
Did you use bear piss as mouthwash? Like, what happened, bro?
Something, bro. Like,
oh my god.
so that's about as far as I got inebriated from that. That was my lack of oxygen got to my head.
Wow. Okay. All right. Next one. Never have I ever seen a customer throw a tantrum at customer service / Geek Squad.
Oh yeah, no, straight up to the
Daily, bro.
point of almost like fist fighting, like literally. You remember
that was the best, bro.
The big black guy that we had in the Pine store, the manager or like the assistant manager.
Was it?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Oh,
yeah, bro.
I'll bleep it out. But
Yeah.
I ran into him at the gym once.
Oh yeah, you'll see him at the gym all the time. He's there at 24-hour, like nonstop.
At 24-hour.
Yeah.
Did you go to 24-hour also?
I did for a little bit, but I stopped going because like I just wasn't taking advantage of the cost.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I was there one day, like passing by, literally just passing by, saying hi to some people. Like, remember Anthony? I don't know if you remember Anthony from Geek Squad.
No, I don't remember.
Well, yeah, I was there seeing him. Like, oh, what's up, man? And I'm noticing the corner of my eye because customer service and Geek Squad are like right next to each other. They're like a little L right there. And this guy's just getting more and more elevated, more and more. It's like, what the fuck? And then Todd had to step in. Yeah, when that guy stepped in, you're like, are you really still going to keep pushing your buttons with this man? Because like one clothesline is all you need.
That is a huge muscular black dude.
Yeah.
No customer tantrum is going to get anything
like
out of this man.
6'4", if not like taller.
This man was huge.
The insane part is when he showed us what he looked like before he like got super jacked, I was just like, there was no way. It looked like he got photoshopped. It looked like someone photoshopped him to just have like no mass at all. He was just a really tall, lanky dude. And I'm just like, how'd you get so juiced, my guy? Like, what happened? But yeah, that was funny.
Never have I ever at Best Buy been hit on by customers.
No.
Yeah, a few times.
Hey.
A few times. Yeah, a few numbers that way.
Oh.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it was all right. It was a fun time.
Is that how you sold GSP?
I had one time to get me off guard. She asked me, she was like, what's your number? I was like, for what? Like,
Do you
it
want
was in the middle of, like, it was so busy.
For tech support?
Dude, she was came up to me like, what's your number? I was like, for what? She's like, just give me your number. I was like, I'll text you. I was like, why? What do you need? Like, I'll just help you right now. Like, it was just so, I was so blindsided.
Yeah.
And she gets upset, rolls her eyes, and leaves. And their friend looks at me like,
Yeah.
And they both walk off, and I'm like, what just happened? It wasn't until the end of my shift I was like, was she hitting on me?
If that was her
In the most aggressive, like, just by the collar, what's your number?
Like, that is the most lack
What was
of
she
risk I've
buying? Do
seen.
you remember?
No, I was walking down the aisle, and then she, like, pulled me aside.
Oh, I was like, I need your number.
Yeah.
Nah, and it's just like, what's your number?
Like, that's so, like, I'm
It
sorry.
was so blindsided. I was like, I'm in the middle of helping someone. Like, I'll be right back.
That's a very direct.
Yeah.
It's not even like, can I
No,
have? It's just
exactly.
like,
No,
what's your number?
At least preface it with, hey, I think you're really cute. Can I get your number so I can, like, hit you up after work? Like,
She might have even said that, but it was just that busy. Like, all I really registered was
just, why do you need my number?
Yeah, I was like, what's your number? I was like, what do you need right now? I'll help you right now. Let me just finish up. Like, oh, let me just come back. I was like, let me come back. Let me finish what I'm doing. Let me get my bearings and come back. She wasn't having it.
She wasn't having it.
She
She's
was
like,
just fucking did. I'm pissed. I was like, I don't know what
fucking
just
clueless,
happened.
man.
Whatever, man. You're better off.
Whatever, bro. I got more shit to worry about.
Oh my god, yeah, I was so out of it.
That was funny as hell. That's funny as hell. Wait, were you hit on?
Good question. Yes. So
yeah.
I was, but not directly.
Not
there was this girl that came and sat at the Samsung table, and I was behind. I was working, and she starts asking all these questions.
Was she like your age or like older?
No, she was like my age, but
she was trying to get that tech support.
Hey.
and then she's over here like, "Are you married? Are you single?" And I'm like, yeah, I'm single. No, what did I say? I said no, I'm not married. No, but I was wearing a ring that I was wearing at the time.
Oh, the promise ring.
Yeah, I was wearing the ring, and so she's like, "Oh, I see why you wear that." Or I'm just like, "Why are you over here trying to figure out my life? Like you're in Best Buy, like,
right? Like you just can't just go
like,
off guard,
bro."
Like, I'm in work mode right now. Like for real, like what's
the
going
last
on?
thing
Like,
I'm trying to do is entertain anybody, and like. This girl who's at the counter, like just sitting at the counter.
Sitting at the counter,
like,
yeah.
like what am I supposed to? I'll go clean devices over there. Like, what am I supposed to do? But yeah, that was really the only situation.
Oh, that's so interesting.
Yeah, and then like maybe like a viejita asking like, "Oh, ¿tú tienes novia?" Like trying to find out for
their granddaughter.
The chisme.
Like, "Oh, I met a really handsome guy at the Best Buy or whatever." Like, okay, sure.
That's so cute.
All right, so next one. Never have I ever at Best Buy ran into an ex.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, I did. It wasn't like a terrible incident, but it was on Black Friday, so I didn't have the possibility of staying around too long. So I saw her, and it was like her, the sister, and the sister's boyfriend who stole the sister from my friend, because it was my friend's ex also. So like my friend introduced me to this chick, and her sister, like he was dating the sister, and I he introduced me to her sister, as confusing as it might sound.
I understand.
Yeah. And so then whatever, they broke up like a month after we started dating, and then like a few months later, whatever, like we broke up. And I just see all four of them, or all three of them, there at the store. And the guy had the audacity, the boyfriend of the sister of my ex, had the audacity to be like, "Oh, do you think you can get us like to the front of the line?" I'm like, the fuck? No. First off, I literally can't. Second off, if I had the power, you can go fuck yourself. Like, what the fuck?
You should have been like, "Oh yeah. If you go wait in appliances,
yeah,
someone will help you. Go send them somewhere else."
Yeah. I was so nice. I was just like, "Oh, it's nice meeting you guys." Whatever,
You're also in work mode too. It's hard to be that quick-witted when you're in work mode.
Because you know damn well if I'm running around somewhere, it's because I have to grab something from God knows where, bring it all the way to the front. Yeah, it was just like impossible.
That reminds me too. Now that you mentioned it, I had an ex come in with her new man. It wasn't anything bad. Like, everyone moved on or whatever. It was just like amicable. But they came in. They had and I was working customer service. They were like, "Oh yeah, can you help us?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure. I'll help you process your like return or whatever." Yeah. Sure. We're like, "Oh hey, how you doing?" Whatever. They get their new thing. And then they're like, the new boyfriend's like, "Oh, you think you can get us a discount?" And I was like, I'm already doing you the favor by being here right now.
Bro. Like,
I looked at the face, I was like, "Nah, my manager's here, bro.
My manager's here."
That was a good one. That's a good excuse.
Like, "Nah, my boss here, bro."
Yeah. Not to mention, like, for anyone that ever wants to think that we can just throw out discounts, it's just not possible. Like, there's literally the closest thing we can do is price match something, but it still requires manager approval, and damn well they want to see the.
You can give out discounts.
No, I'm just saying.
I was throwing 15% if I like you to anyone, bro.
How could you? Like, how could you?
There's like a little button code thing for like a 15% or 10%.
Oh shit!
I was just throwing that thing left or right, bro.
Shoot.
But that's like you can do it on certain things.
But did you learn that working at Geek Squad?
No, it was from computers. It's from sales, finishing sales.
See, I feel like would it work on any type of item, or would it?
I'll tell you, it was restricted. Like, so it wouldn't. If you did it on Macs, you got like flagged, so you weren't allowed to do it.
Okay.
And then you couldn't do it on the PCs because all the PCs were already marked down. So even if you did do it, it wouldn't work.
It wouldn't show.
But then when you did the accessories, every single thing, you were just like,
yeah, accessories. Okay, that makes sense. All right, I never tried that loophole. I didn't know that existed.
Hey, just a moment of your time. I just wanted to thank you for listening to the show. And if you've been around since the very start, thank you so much for tuning in and listening. There is a really great way that you can support the show, and I'm not asking for money, at least not yet. Is it in the plans? I don't know yet, but whatever. The best way you can support the show right now is by sharing this episode with anyone that you think would enjoy the stuff that we're talking about. So it's super easy. Just go to the app that you're listening to this show on and hit that share button. You can also copy the link and just send it off that way. And don't forget to subscribe to the show and follow us on socials. You can find all of those links in the show notes. Thanks, and I'll let you get back to the show. Yeah. Okay, ever witnessed customers throwing hands?
Customers?
Customers or hands. Employees?
There was a story.
Oh, yeah. The one from Sawgrass?
No. I had a story from my store.
Oh, okay.
Or unless maybe it was the one from Sawgrass. I don't know exactly, because check it out. Mm-hmm. It was an employee, whatever, got called a derogatory term by a customer.
Ooh,
and he was getting pissed, right? And this guy was still on the clock, so he calmly walks to the register. Clocks out
and clocks the man.
It wasn't that he. My heart of the story was that he started like just immediately digging into the guy once he clocked out. And then the customer goes to the manager, man, are you just going to let him talk to me like that? He looks over at the register and it shows the clock out screen. Yeah. He's like, he's not on the clock.
He's not on the clock, bro. Right now. He's not representing Best Buy at this very moment.
Right? At this moment,
he took off the shirt. He clocked out. I don't even know who this man is.
That's exactly what the story was.
But I'll meet y'all at the parking lot.
Yeah, exactly.
There wasn't any throwing hands, but two of the Samsung girls I worked with started fighting at the store.
Which ones?
Wait, no hands?
No hands. Just
the other one or no? Really?
Jeez, man, give me.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know that.
So I guess one of them was annoyed because she kept making sly comments at everything she was saying.
Passive aggressive. Okay.
Passive aggressiveness is a killer. And then so she's like, "What is up with you? Why have you been all these comments? Is it because I left early so I could go line up at Bath & Beyond?" It was some stupid shit she was so salty about, and they started raising their voices, and I'm just people are watching you.
Yeah.
And I'm just here
guys,
because
one of them's your manager, so you're
I was like girls, because it was two girls, girls, and it didn't do
shit.
It diffused itself, but even the computer people were like,
"What's going on?
The fuck is going on?"
Yeah. Oh yeah,
no, it got a little heated, but after that,
okay, it was just a verbal.
Yeah, it was just verbal and
you
literally
just gotta yell out. Fight!
Oh my god!
The embarrassment alone usually diffuses the situation.
Yeah, that world star.
Yeah.
No, I gotta clock out first and then yell fight.
Okay. And take off your shirt too, just so that we know.
So if you yell out world star, you don't get in trouble for inciting a fight.
The one story, unfortunately, I wasn't employed at Sawgrass at this time, but apparently some customer was in the process of trying to run with some shit, with some items, straight up steal them, and it turned into a whole ass brawl where I think the AP whatever person stopped the guy, and then he was arguing or whatever. It's oh, this is mine or whatever, arguing whatever. So he tries to push past him, and that triggers everyone else. So now everyone else is yo, I'm gonna help my boy out. So they all start going. It was a manager, a supervisor, another employee. So it turned in from not just one or two people. It was a full on squad of 10 employees all trying to stop one guy. And the item that he had was a big ass TV. He's not gonna run away with a TV when you got at least two people body blocking him or whatever. But because they went out of their way to physically try to stop him, all of them got fired. So it's never go that hard.
They got fired for trying to stop someone because they touched someone.
Basically, yeah. They touched him. Yeah, I don't think they freaking started curb stomping the guy on the floor and
No, but it was probably the detainment.
The detainment aspect alone. Yeah, at that point it's which I don't agree with. I agree.
It's a gray area. It's legalities, and it's like you've seen those videos of people just stealing shit. They're just filming. They can't do anything.
Yeah, they can't do anything.
Which is okay. I think that's okay. It's just like let them go, because it's not your job to put your life hurt your put your life on the line kind of thing.
Exactly. That's why employees are not paid enough to body block someone from stealing something.
I think those people were just like so fed up with like customers at some point. They're like, you know what? At this point, I want to take my badge off and just.
It's probably like a hot-headed kind of moment.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
People who think they're like maybe the man or something.
Maybe they've had enough of that dude.
That too. Who knows? He probably has come by multiple times or something like that. And it's like, oh, yo, I'm tired of this guy. Or maybe some other customer had come by, called the AP dude a slur, and walked down. The AP guy's a. The next customer to try my life, yo, I'm stealing this. That's it. This is my time.
The treatment. At the store, bro. That shit is crazy.
It's freaking. It's depressing.
Like how rude can people be?
No, it's freaking terrible.
The next one was actually never have I ever at Best Buy caught a customer shoplifting, but I guess that's a perfert story.
Yeah. I mean, I never saw it with my eyes, but I just heard that story so much because I was like, what the hell happened here?
I always got like a radio call like, hey, can you keep an eye on, keep an eye on red shirt, looks like he's he's got something in his jacket thing, and I'd be like looking, and the thing is, the deterrent was always go up to them and ask them, do you need help with anything?
And they're like,
and if they're holding something trying to hide it, be like, and if you can identify what it is, be like, oh, do you need help with that router you have there? And be like, we already know you here, bro, because they're surprisingly loss prevention's eye in the sky is really sharp. I was very surprised by that.
Yeah, when they get a hunch of someone, they're like freaking hawks, you know.
All those cameras at their disposal.
How astute they could be with those things.
Okay, so never have I ever had a customer with 3 or more credit cards decline.
I think the max was like 2.
I don't know if I've ever counted.
So one time when I was in a store, there was a police officer that would come to the Samsung area every once in a while, and I would see him, and he was a regular customer.
Yeah, I think I remember that guy.
One of the blue shirts came and was like, hey, there's this guy at the register that has declined 3 cards already. Can you just go over there and like walk around?
Was it the police officer?
The blue shirt asked the police officer to come like walk around the registers.
Okay.
As soon as he saw the cops, he fucking dipped. He left the store.
Okay, there you go.
He just left the store. Yeah. If your 3 of your cards are declined, like you're clearly trying something.
Have you ever had someone pull out a blank card, like a hotel key card, and swipe that as a
no, because
card?
I never took cards.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. You never had to do
I never had to do any of that.
Wait, you seen someone try to use a hotel key card?
It was a copied card.
Yeah, it's a
copy card. Okay.
I haven't seen them use it, but like one of the managers told me a story that they came in with like trying to swipe a hotel key card. Like if you do it fast enough, they don't even check anything, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Now they got fucking chips, so good luck with that.
I know some shade. I've been approached by shady people that I've known in my life, and one of them caught me at work, and he was like, hey man, you want to make some money, bro? And I was like, yeah, man, I'm always down to make some couple extra bucks. What you want me to do?
The moment they introduce themselves like that, it's like,
no, but it's somebody like I knew, because it was like a friend's brother, right?
Oh, okay.
Still a shady character.
Yeah.
And he goes to me, I'm like, sure. It's like, oh yeah, man. So look, man, I got these cards right now. We about to go. I need you to swipe it. So then, like, right after they're gonna report it stolen. And I was like,
yeah,
you trying to get me incriminated.
You should have said nothing. He should have said nothing and just tried.
Yeah, exactly. Right? He should have just not told me anything.
Yeah.
So freaking time, I was like, no, don't do it now. My boss is here. Come back such and such day, and then we can get it done.
When you're not there.
When I'm not fucking working. Exactly. Don't put that fucking shit away from me, bro.
Yeah, forget that nonsense. Hell no.
Hey, come on Thursday, bro. Come on Thursday. I know he don't work this day. Yeah. Neither do I. Try on someone else, bro.
Don't try it. I'm not the one.
Oh my god.
Never have I ever at Best Buy witnessed a customer or employee escorted by police in handcuffs.
Escorted by I have seen that. I have seen that.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly. I think it was a credit card issue. I think it was like one of those things where like the guy swiped, or like he had come to that Best Buy after leaving several other Best Buys, and then the Best Buys talk to each other. All right, so like if you're a scam artist, and you might as well have a change of clothes in your car or whenever you try doing this shit, because they'll literally know exactly like, yo, he's got like a wife beater, he's got like these type of shoes, whatever. If you see this guy enter your store, the moment that guy walked to the store, AP's like, I see him. We're on him.
These are the people who are messing up their scams are not the brightest of the bunch.
And that guy seen get walked out. Yeah, no, that was probably the one I've seen.
I'm sure there's been one at Buy, so I just don't remember.
Yeah.
Never have I ever at Best Buy seen a customer doing homework on a laptop in the computer section.
Doing homework on a laptop?
Not a customer, he was a kid.
Yeah.
But he was there. Yeah, he was there doing homework. Have you ever had an old man or a person with special needs look at porn on the computers at work?
No.
Yes.
Oh my God.
No. How did that situation go?
So the thing is, like, you just have to know enough for proxy, and then some of the computers. Remember, those sites are blocked on computer based, not like Wi-Fi or router based.
Oh.
So if it was a new computer that just got set up, it didn't have the blocker.
True.
Like, it didn't have that software that would give you the demo.
The demo, the demo software.
So yeah, we had an old man who came and like was trying to access like sites.
He was test driving the computer.
He was testing it.
He needed to see how that screen was, you know?
Trying to see how it works one-handed.
Exactly.
It was so funny. And then the thing was like, I think it was so unfortunate because like, I'm there and I'm getting told about it because I was like helping somebody, right? Apparently one of the girls working in the department had to tell him to like go away, like to not do
sir,
that.
could you please
Sir,
not?
could you not do that?
Could you please? Yeah.
And then another time it was I guess a person, I don't know if they were a child, I don't know how old they were, but it was a person with special needs and they were trying to look at porn. They were trying to put in like proxy stuff and website, but they were failing in all the computers that they were going on. The reason someone found out is because I guess someone snitched on him. So it was like he was getting the 404 errors or whatever.
Okay.
And then they had to like
all the
be
computers
like,
were like 404.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And they were
Left
like,
the
"What's the
trail.
guy trying to access?" And it was like, apparently that. And I was just like, "Oh,
Well, time to go.
Oh my God.
This concludes Never Have I Ever at Best Buy.
I got one. Never have I ever for you.
Sure.
Never have I ever witnessed a fucking heist take place at the store, like a legitimate heist.
like you witnessed it, like you saw it."
I wasn't there and I witnessed it, but the next day I worked and I saw the damage that was done.
Bet, me too.
Yeah, and they straight up like Grand Theft Auto online heist mode type of shit. Like
Did this happen after hours or like during
after
store
hours? Like the store, the store was closed, and I saw the video footage and whatever. So in the warehouse, that's where they have like all the goods, like the freaking the Macs and all that stuff.
Yeah.
They had somehow, it had to have been an inside job. They had somehow figured out exactly where, like in the cement wall, where there wasn't anything blocking it, and they cut like a perfect like square enough so that way they can fit like laptops and items through it. And like I said, it had to have been an inside job because someone else came in like basically like either wire cutted the lock on the MacBook cage or whatnot, but like they just stole like I think like 80,000 something like that worth of merchandise.
Dang.
On mine, it was they came in with a truck. They ripped out the back door. And they knew it, but I mean, they had the same thing. They had to know where everything was.
Yeah, they had to have known, yeah.
So they ripped out the back door because it was easy to get in. They got in. It went exactly where all the Macs were.
Yep.
Cut the bolts real quick,
Boom.
and then just boom, walked out with boxes
Yep.
upon boxes upon boxes of all Macs.
Wow.
Yep. I'm telling you, it was an inside job.
And these are from you guys' stores.
Yeah. This is in the Pine store. That was what in the
This was Hialeah store.
Hialeah store.
So it was probably the same people because it was they said that it hit a bunch of stores.
Oh yeah. So it was definitely it was probably the same security guy that walked in and had to transfer from store to store, and he's like, I know exactly where all the little holes are.
Sometimes you make money selling the info. You don't even have to do it.
Yeah.
No,
that's
I
true.
never heard of any heists going on in the store.
So if you bought your MacBook on Craigslist, just know it might be one of those.
One of those.
Yeah. Well, that concludes Never Have I Ever at Best Buy Ex-Employee Edition.
Ex-employee edition.
Okay, we're going to take another break. Hey, well, what do you know? It's me again. I just want to tell you the episode you're listening to right now is available in video form on YouTube. So if you go to the link in the show notes. You can find the video version. And we are on all socials, X, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, at CyberNutPod. That's CYBERNUTPOD. And you can find the link tree, and all of the links will be in that link in the bio. So you can find us and listen to us, watch us. I'm saying us like there's more than one person. I'm the only one doing this. So follow the show. We are back on the show, and I have made a costume change.
Costume change.
I am wearing the shirt that I wore when I worked at Best Buy. And I covered the logo so I can't get in trouble. So anyway, it's just, just like a nostalgic thing. Cause like for me working at Best Buy was a stepping stone, cause I did work in tech for a while. I was able to like do a lot of really cool tech things. And even this guy, Andrew, would like text me randomly like, yo, look at this guy showing up in these other reviewers' videos and shit. And I was like, damn, I didn't even know I was in that video. Like, I thought we were just taking selfies.
Yeah. I'm over here watching, what is it, Josh Vergara or I don't know if he goes by Mr. Mobile, whatever, Michael Fisher or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I just see this guy suddenly in the background, like in the bus or something. I'm like, where is this? Isn't this like Spain? Isn't this like some crazy like country or something? Like, what is this dude doing back there with all these cool people? I'm kidding.
I don't remember if I told you. I interviewed Michael
you interviewed
a couple episodes ago. Okay,
yeah. I have to watch it, but it's on my list. It's on my watch list.
To it. Unfortunately, he didn't. Shout out to Michael. He didn't record his video like I asked.
Oh, shout out to him failing his job. No,
no, but honestly, it was a great episode. It was a great episode. We had a really nice conversation. We talked about Star Trek. We talked about.
He's a big Star Trek guy, right?
Yes. We talked about Star Trek. We talked about retro tech.
Did you guys go over the sidekick?
I don't remember. No, I don't think we talked about the sidekick. No.
Talked about the indestructibility of the Nokia.
No, we didn't really talk much about tech. More tech related and tech surrounding things, which is what I'm aiming for this show. It's not like I don't want to talk about megapixels and gigabytes and shit. Like that's the last thing I want to hear.
Yeah.
When I'm consuming any tech content nowadays.
Yeah,
because I've done it. I've written it. I've done videos of that.
You can only do so many of them and talk about so much of the same crap.
Like I recorded video. Oh, I messed up the spec. It was not 16 gig. It was 16.5.
They just throw like a little asterisk in there in the middle of the video. It's like,
but we tried to avoid doing it. There's so much information.
Damn.
But anyway, and it actually led me to my first tech job because I was applying for Samsung at Best Buy in New York. And then that's when I found this other job looking for specs for that interview. So it was like kind of like this.
That was with GCM or
GSM. Yeah. That's how I got it. I was looking for specs for an interview for another job.
Yeah.
And I found that posting, and I was like,
Did the degree in international business help out?
No.
No.
That's why I became a journalist. I did not help out.
Well, so I just figured the international part. He's well versed. He's well traveled.
I had to learn the difference between there, and there.
Oh no.
No, I'm just kidding. There were some things.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past you.
No, there. I had
difficulty having that. So.
No, there were some mistakes that I would make, and they would correct. Like my boss would point out, like, this is a mistake that native English speakers make. Blah, 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 blah.
No.
Yeah.
Dang.
No, they were straightforwarding.
Do you have an example of one of the things that native speaker?
I can't remember.
Yeah,
it's the use of the apostrophe on its.
Really? That's wrong?
There's different ways of using it.
Yeah. It is that's the apostrophe one, but then it's is possessive.
Yes. Yeah. With no apostrophe.
Yeah, with no apostrophe. Yeah.
I mixed those up. I didn't know them correctly.
Okay. And they said that's a mistake that commonly native English speakers.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, language is based on context, okay? Like, come on.
I mean,
think about if you read the sentence like this is or
true.
Like,
yeah, you're reading it. You're gonna just immediately know
it's his. You immediately know.
Yeah.
Like, regardless of the apostrophe, it's more language is a thing of context, not
true.
I think the rules are kind of dumb when it comes to those.
It could have been worse. You could have
things like that.
You could have been a game journalist. Let's be real. All right, they don't. They have no degrees.
Had to review Cyberpunk day one.
Oh man,
I was actually a day one customer.
Oh yeah. But wait, on what system though?
But did you play it all day
Oh.
one? Did you play it like exactly day one, or did you like still wait?
I
played
don't
the shit
remember
out
if I played it on day one, but I was one of the early like people who bought it. Like I was sold by the trailer,
Yeah.
and then I was like, "Fuck!" I was fucking bamboozled.
Did you like have trouble playing it or no?
It was glitchy.
It was glitchy?
And oh my god! End of the first act.
Yeah.
There's a sequence where you land on a rooftop and you have to defeat all the enemies to get into the building.
Yeah.
But the event would not trigger. I killed all these bitches, and I was just circling in a helicopter forever. And I was like, when does this building open? Like, what is supposed to happen?
Oh, I know the one you're talking about. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know, I never ran into that issue, but I feel like there was probably just one random NPC that you didn't kill because you had to kill all of them.
But the thing is, I did. It must have been something I did, some like trigger I didn't step on, or some area I didn't like.
Because I remember
it's probably a checkpoint he didn't hit.
Yeah.
That's probably why.
Dang, that's
or maybe like one of my bullets killed 2 people, and it didn't register
maybe
the
he didn't
second
detect
one.
him. Yeah, maybe
I don't know what
detected as
happened.
one dead or something.
But I mean,
have you gone back?
I have not finished the game.
Oh man,
no,
you gotta go back and finish it.
Yeah,
they're about to come out the
yeah, but
DLC.
you played it recently though.
Not recently, no. I haven't played it in a while. But I mean, I haven't. I just gotta
Yeah,
finish it.
yeah,
But
definitely,
anyway.
definitely recommend it.
Yeah, video games. Let's start with this.
The only thing worse than stupid entitled customers.
All right, why don't you read the title, Andrew?
Yeah, the only thing worse than stupid entitled customers is blue shirts who enable them.
Yes. So, this is a rant from user deleted on Reddit.
That man did not want anything to be
Super mad about.
He's still working there. That's why.
Remember, this was 6 years ago.
6 years ago.
So
super mad about customer entitlement at Best Buy. Okay. Yes, the guy coming in with a laptop he bought 3 years ago and didn't buy GSP and expecting us to foot the bill for his repairs can fuck right off. Yeah, the guy asking for a case for his 10-year-old phone that he swears he bought here can fuck off. I always handle customers like this with a firm stance. I'm not rude or childish, but I am direct and don't bend over to let them anal me. That's how you should deal with customers like these. The sad truth is that many others don't. My coworkers and managers often don't. An older guy bought a MacBook Pro and came back cursing at us because we didn't tell him it doesn't have a disk drive. Guess who got a free external CD drive? A guy walks in with his Surface having issues. What was that?
I would have fought that man.
So you can fight him and be like, sir, like,
Sir,
we don't
here's
even
your
sell this no
disc
more.
drive with the side of knuckles sitting. I'm kidding.
A guy walks in with his Surface having issues and insists that within 1 year we're responsible for it. I tell him nope, and he freaks the fuck out. Goes to Geek Squad anyway, and
The precinct
chief kneels down to lick his taint. Returns being allowed 4 months out of policy just because the person yelled. Free shipping giving to rude bitches. Most of this allowed because our customer service girls sound like Disney princesses with squeaky voices and are intimidated by anyone speaking with a mild hint of assertiveness.
I wonder if how many other like big box stores, not Best Buy, if they could do that. Because I think, what is it? Some stores allow you to send in under the 1 year warranty. Like they'll ship it for you, but you got to pay the shipping. You know,
I didn't know
that's
that.
what they were talking about, that they would foot the shipping.
Oh.
But I don't know if that applies to everything, or is that just like a Best Buy thing?
I think Geek Squad does send it back to the manufacturer if it's within the warranty. But I
They
think
do if
But
you have
you get
GSP.
if you have okay.
Because I've done that before. No.
Yeah, no. And then if they don't,
No,
I
if they
think
do
you
have
to pay
GSP, they'll send it
shipping.
for you, and then they'll give you a replacement, and then they'll just cash out your GSP. That's what happened. That's what they did to me.
Yeah, that's what they
They
usually
didn't do it under warranty.
Yeah, because there's no under. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's no fixing it. They're just gonna give you a new one.
Yeah.
They're not gonna waste the time. And plus, you end up getting that dopamine hit. A lot of times, like a lot of people, if they were smart enough, they would break their computer right at the end.
Yeah.
And then get a new model because they
Yeah.
have to replace it. There's no fixing it. They don't make parts for your stuff anymore.
Yeah.
Your old ass Alienware doesn't exist anymore. Get out of here.
So let's finish this guy's rant
Yeah.
real quick. I once had a guy who waited 25 minutes in gaming for assistance because it was a busy day. And when he finally got a blue shirt, he asked for a manager to complain about the absurd waiting time for service. And I kid you not, he was given the PS4 Pro for $299. Our sales manager
Is that
just
not the normal
crushed.
price?
Sorry.
Do we know his name? So I need him as a friend. Like,
No,
take
because
his ass to go
he's
buy a
read-
PS5.
Unfortunately, his Reddit deleted 6 years ago. No, he's got
No, the customer that complained.
Yeah, I'm talking about the customer.
Oh, the
bro. That
customer.
man pulling out like wicked discounts.
This man pulling out all the stops in the Karen Express.
Our sales manager just crumbled under the customer's wrath. It was so frustrating to watch. So, fuck all of you blue shirts that do this. You spineless fucking pussies, especially managers.
It's gonna be a lot of bleeps in this.
No, it's not.
Oh no.
If you're a Best Buy manager that takes the customer side and you're reading this, fuck you. You guys are worse than rude customers.
Dang.
So real quick. Yes, right. Rude customers suck, but two, this is capitalist America.
Capitalist America.
Let the little people kind of win it right now, right?
That is true. That is very true.
There's a dog calling you.
There is a dog. It's my screensaver. It's my little boy.
Oh,
Look at him run. He's all excited. Oh my god. But yeah, no, that's
I'm just looking through.
Bending over backwards for rude people, like I think that's absurd. Like, don't be a dick. You could probably at least the guy who got that PS4 discount. I'm pretty sure if he was a nice guy and actually had a problem, but
True.
we probably could have still achieved the same price.
There's this girl on TikTok who explains how to diffuse Karens, like completely like gooped, like they have no response to what they're saying.
Interesting.
And so one of them is like, she uses Target as an example. I used to work at Target, and they swear they can return stuff without a receipt.
Well, yeah, you could.
Not at Target.
Really?
At Walmart, you can return with no receipt.
On Target, if it's on their formulary or like their register account thing, it has to be able to like still with the tag. If they could scan it in,
Okay.
Or the card. If they use the card, it can just pull up the card history.
Yeah, if you have the card.
Yeah, if
Anyway,
you're talking
I'm so
about
sorry.
cash,
Go ahead.
It's an example. I don't know whether they did or didn't, whatever.
Yeah.
So this lady just starts saying like, oh, I want to return this, but I don't have the receipt. And it's like, I'm sorry, I can't do that. And she's like, well, that's weird because I did it the other day and they let me no problem. And she was like, so then her response is, wait a minute. Someone let you return it with no receipt?
I already know where this is going. Yes.
No, ma'am, this is really serious.
Yeah.
Like, that's not on policy. Like, you have to tell me the name of the person now.
Yeah, now they won't say it.
And they're not gonna like, no, I don't want to make a big deal out of it. Blah 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 blah, and then they just back out. So
Immediately I knew where it was going. That's awesome.
So what this girl on TikTok basically does is she matches the Karen energy
with the
and like redirects it at her to make her realize how ridiculous she's being. The other one was like, your manager was rude or blah, 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 whatever. Like, really? I can't, but I told him already 5 times. This is ridiculous. Like, just go above like their energy.
Yeah.
First, like, and that's what works for them. Whatever.
Interesting. I feel like that would only weed out like the pussy Karens, but then the real dicks are gonna be like, yeah,
get him.
bring him out here. You know what? I'll bring out the guillotine too.
I'll identify him right now.
Yeah.
Pull up some photos right now.
Line them up on the police chart there. I'll point him out. That's the guy. He's the one that sold me they gave me the return with no receipt. Motherfuckers.
Oh my god.
Let me finish the story.
Yeah.
It was 8:55 on a Saturday. So literally like
right 5 minutes before
the
close.
end of the store, like the day, the store's about to close.
Yeah.
In the beginning of December, and people were still trickling in to get their Note 7 switched out. If you don't remember, the Note 7 was the one that was exploding the batteries and was recalled 3 times.
Yeah.
Okay. A rather rude gentleman and his wife or significant other comes in so he can switch his phone out. I sit down with an S7 Edge for him, which he rudely told me he wanted, and then I asked him for his receipt so I can eyeball the next payment on the schedule. He says, I waited an hour to get my phone switched out last time, so the manager on duty gave me this phone free along with a case. The first thing I said to him was, oh, well, that was an extenuating circumstance, but this time we'll have to pay for the phone. He says to me, fucking bullshit. You get me that manager and your direct boss, and I won't let some little asshole rip me off. He called the manager, whatever. I explained to him that I wasn't willing to piss away $700 for some asshole because he endured what everyone else did. He agreed and went out to talk to the customer. So this is him telling the manager, like, this guy's an asshole. Long story short, the guy grabbed my manager by the throat and the police were called. The manager was the warehouse supervisor that gave the phone away, doesn't work at Best Buy anymore for unrelated reasons. If my coworker and supervisor had a backbone, this whole thing would have been avoided. Hey, sorry this is taking so long. Let me get you guys some water and a snack on the store. We will help you out with your cases and screen protectors to make up for this minor inconvenience that everyone else has gone through as well.
Yeah.
Would anybody do that? Any manager?
Yeah, cool.
Free phone?
Do they
free phone, no.
Do they got free water and snacks for customers?
Yeah, because they can just charge that out.
Yeah.
Okay.
To them,
Okay.
it's like what, $5 is like a water bottle and like some M&Ms or something. Yeah, that's way better than a free phone.
A lot of these problems though, like you're an employee getting paid minimum wage. What are you so invested on this guy's bad? Like, oh, the rude, go get the manager, bro. I would phone in the manager so many times, like, I need a manager here, and I would just sit there in front of the customer and just chill,
Yeah.
And I would just stare them blankly in the face, or in front of them, I'd be on my phone.
Like you should,
you want the manager, right? You don't want to do it.
You gotta wait for him now.
Yeah, or you pretend to like hit the manager, like, hey, can I get a manager over here? But like in reality, you're not pressing the button.
Yeah. or one of my other favorite moves was like, all right, cool, no worries, I will get you the manager, ma'am. You're right. Just give me 1 second. Go ahead and sit right here.
And you just go to the bathroom, take a fetch.
No, not even. Go ahead, sit right here. Can I help the next person in line? Boom, I'll be like, yeah. Let me just help the next person. They'd be like, wait, no, but you're waiting for the manager. So while that's happening, I'm going to help the rest of them, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And immediately just ignore it. And then the manager will get there when the fuck he gets there.
Yeah, no, it's freaking taking their sweet ass time.
What are you, like, I get that these people are pissed off, but like how far investment? It's like, and if they were like super rude to me, you just straight up tell the boss, I'm not ringing them up. You can ring them up, or you can get someone else because I'm tired of their bitch ass, right? And they will get someone else to ring them up, or they'll do it. Like I've made my managers before like ring an asshole up multiple times because I'm like, I'm not dealing with this.
Yeah, no, y'all get the paid
like
the big bucks for this shit.
Yo, you get this. I don't fucking need this. It's not commission, bro. Like I'm not. No, I'm not getting any bucks out of this.
No commission, no stress.
Exactly.
Okay, so the last story is about shoplifting. Okay. There was this kid who worked in Connected Home and had to be like his second day working in the store. Poor kid. Anyway, he had a customer who grabbed a pair of Sony 1000X and told us it was marked at $45 and wanted that price. These headphones actually cost $330. So there was no fucking way he was getting that price. He started getting angry with the new guy who told him that, since it was the only one on the peg and it wasn't the right tag for that product, that we weren't going to get him the price.
Right.
The customer started getting loud and yelling at the new guy to grab him a manager. So he came over to me, I'm not a manager, flustered, and asked if I could radio for a manager. I got curious because this kid looked absolutely defeated and didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
I asked what was going on. I walked over to the customer and asked, are you the one trying to buy a $330 headset for $45? He said, yes, and the tag was marked incorrectly, and that's our fault, not his. I looked at the tag and told him it wasn't even the right product for the thing he was trying to buy. He started getting mad and said that he was going to sue us for false advertisement. I told him I told him he apparently doesn't know how to read and that he should focus on that before trying to sue a multi-billion-dollar company that has a legal team that could chew him up and spit him out. Long story short, he got his wish to talk to a manager, and the manager said leave and don't come back because they caught him switching tags. Asshat.
There you go.
Finally, some justice.
I don't even know what the problem is. I would have just scanned it and be like, yo, it's 330 something. No, it's here 45. I'm like, yeah, but like if you look at what it says, like,
you look at what it says, 330 something.
And then they put you in the thing like, no, this is the price it was saying. I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah, you see that says like fucking chew toy.
Yeah, that says Beats by Dre.
Yeah, for $45, you have a Sony something.
Yeah, you can freaking get.
This is a Recess UPC label, like.
Reese's. That's some expensive pair of Reese's right there. Jesus.
Oh my god. I mean, especially if you're a new guy at work and this is your first job, you know. I can definitely see it being like, oh my god, it's the end of the world. What's my manager gonna say? Am I gonna get in trouble? Just chill, man. It's okay.
What you doing, buddy? You licking the floor? No, he's just licking the floor.
He's supervising right now.
He's the floor. Oh my god! He's practicing his boot licking skills.
He's watching exactly.
Hey, have you subscribed yet? Like, are we going to keep doing this dance here? I have the analytics, and I can see that many of you are still listening to the show in your web browser. And honestly, I don't know why. Like, you can find us on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify, Anchor, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, TuneIn. I don't know who's using to. Just search for Cybernut on your podcast app, or head to cybernutpod.com and tap on the icon of your favorite podcast platform where you can subscribe to the show. And of course, on YouTube, you can watch the show as well. So do that now. Subscribe today. Yeah, back to the show.
Oh, wait, have y'all ever dealt with like racism at the store?
Thankfully,
I haven't, thankfully, but Fabian's black, and he's dealt with a few fucking people, and I was like, wow, I can't freaking believe that.
That's fucking sad.
Or had this, or yeah, I was like, this is ridiculous. There's no way.
I dealt with like reverse racism, like this.
Oh, where they think you're white?
Well, yeah, basically, like, because I was not black, therefore they didn't want to deal with me. So it was, this black guy came in, and he managed to get a hold of this other black dude, call him Dorian. He was a Microsoft rep, and I'm in the mobile section at this point. So Microsoft guy is helping him out with this and that, whatever. But obviously he at some point does want a phone. So he wants a phone, and he's like, oh, could you help me out, whatever. And like Dorian's trying to lead him to me. He's like, oh yeah, like, well, you know, Andrew can go ahead and take care of you. And he looks at me for 2 seconds, and he looks back like, no, but I want you to like help me out. And then Dorian's like confused, like, I mean, I work on computers. I can't do phone sales. I can't help you out with that. And he's like, yeah, but I want to give you the commission. Where he's like, no, we don't work on commission. It doesn't even matter like
Just
that.
being clueless and nice.
Yeah, exactly. And then literally the guy finally says like, I don't want him to help me because he's white. Dorian tries to like go ahead and play it out like, oh, he's not white. He's Hispanic. He's like he's basically like one of us. And I'm still just sitting there like, bro, I could help you out like 5 years ago, dude. Like, come on.
We could have been done.
Yeah, we could have been done already.
With this right now.
Yeah. So basically, the guy just refused. And then Dorian like comes over to me. He's like, yeah, this guy wants to like purchase a phone, but he doesn't want to purchase it from like a non-black like rep. I'm like, well, I'll get the black manager to go ahead and deal with them. And then I go and I got the manager at the time. He was like the Geek Squad manager, but he was still like in the mobile area. And I'm like, hey, so this guy doesn't want to he wants to buy a phone, but he doesn't want to buy it from anyone that's not black. And all of our black employees are currently assisting someone. He's like, you can go fuck off then. I was like, all right, well. So he talked to the guy and whatever, and he's like, yeah, I'm not gonna deal with that kind of like treatment over here. Like, all my employees are my employees regardless of freaking color. Like, you either buy from them regardless of what they look like, or you get the hell out. And so the guy, whatever, he ended up leaving and stuff. And I was like, thank God, because that was the weirdest interaction I've ever seen. I was like, dude, this is so weird. But yeah, that was like one of my strangest experiences there. Only one, too. I never really had that anywhere else.
I didn't really have any like crazy experiences working. I didn't work there that long, I feel like.
Yeah.
But we've just talked about and aired a bunch of fucking like stupid shit.
Yeah.
Raging customers. Have you guys ever had any positive experiences at Best Buy?
Not a single. No, I'm kidding. Do you have?
Yeah, I had this lady bring us lunch at one point. Nobody ate it though.
Why did nobody eat it?
No, because what the fuck we deal with pricks all day. You think we're gonna trust that one nice person that
Hold on, was it cooked food?
Man.
Yeah.
Oh, it was home cooked food.
It was.
Damn.
Yeah, and it was. I mean, and
did it look good at least?
I don't know. We went straight to the trash.
Damn, you threw it on your home.
We're not taking risks. We don't know you.
Wow. No, for real. Like that's something you would do like in a small town.
For all I know, it was the same lady who got mad at me for when I said, "Who speaks English here?"
True, that's true.
And then she's trying to give me food.
Put fucking razor blades in the home cooked meatloaf.
I don't want your ropa vieja, girl.
None of us is that hungry, right? So
yeah.
Whatever.
Oh,
I had I did have one customer bring me lunch though, and they brought me like Burger King and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So that was
you trust
nice.
the Burger King more than the home cooked meat?
Yeah, I trust the Burger King more. At least I know the people who spit in my food. I can identify them.
He trusts the horse lips more than the freaking
facts. The sawdust and horse lips more reliable. I don't know what's in the robot. I know what's in the Burger King patty.
Yeah.
Still in the wrapper. And I'm like, if they spin the food, like it's mixed well enough.
Oh
fine.
my God, disgusting.
But no, we had a few times where like, the customer brought in the food and we were nice. We took it straight to the break room. Nobody ate it.
Like, I had a few like, decent experiences in the sense of like the people that I work with are usually pretty cool. I never really had any horrible times like employees, my own coworkers and stuff like that. Customers are going to be assholes regardless, but there was some customers that were like chill, you end up like talking about other things that are not related to like whatever they were buying. So like, those are like neat experiences that you learn about, different professions. And I was like, I met some dude that like was making like so much money, but a railroad person, like he literally built the train tracks. And I'm like, oh my God, like that sounds like some like kind of like ancient profession. He's like, no, man, they're still doing that. And they pay like really good, like 6 figures.
He was laying tracks.
Yeah, laying tracks.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
Yeah, laying tracks. He was like, but the freaking physical like labor, the endurance that the damage that it does to your body. Yeah, the sun, the physical aspect. Because like, bro, he got so many back problems. I was like,
now you mention it, I've never seen any machinery for laying down train tracks.
It's still like
holy crap,
I mean, it's not
still
completely
manual labor.
Yeah, it's not like I'm pretty sure they still do some like machinery to an extent, like a forklifft or something like that.
They have to
level the ground.
They have to level it. They have to like they do the hammering themselves. Like
that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I've never seen a machine specifically designed for railroads.
You would think they have those, but apparently not. They just have them to like bend the tracks a certain way, whatever, and then but the people like putting the tracks together with the wood, in the center and all that stuff, like it's all the humans.
So what did this guy do?
Yeah, he laid tracks.
No, like in Best Buy.
Oh no, he was a customer.
Oh, he was a regular.
Yeah. We just got onto like the topic of like his profession. Okay. So like that was
so
like
just meeting interesting people.
Yeah, meeting interesting people.
That's how I got my job. That's the reason I left Best Buy, because I helped one of the physician and doctor. He had his own office. He needed help with a router.
Oh, there you go.
He got me the job. I was the administrator in his office for a little while.
Okay. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's freaking.
Yeah,
the other thing, like I guess experience wise, like I used more of the Geek Squad experience than anything else that I did in Best Buy. With that, plus combined with the working as a lab tech at Broward College, I was able to like get a interview with like Royal Caribbean and kind of like jumpstart my career there. So like that was kind of cool. But I mean, I guess that's the most I got in terms of positive experiences.
For me, working at Best Buy was like a step for me to like launch me to where I went, to where I was able to go. Starting and working there, it was a positive experience overall. Like I didn't feel like it was work. I never had to stress about like sales numbers.
Freaking Samsung, boy.
I know. It was so nice. All I had to do was like clean the devices and like tidy up the tables and like.
As the Verizon rep, that was pretty nice too, because it was almost the same thing. I still rang people up. I still did that, but I didn't have to close. I didn't have to open. Actually, I could open, but opening there was no really like labor to it.
Yeah, no, like closing was like wiping the devices down and like turning the laptop off. Yeah. Like, and then like that was it.
That's it. Yeah. Yeah.
Like straightening up like the Samsung area and like
those are freaking
and I didn't mind it.
I actually liked closing because it was nice. Because the thing is,
it was emptier.
Yeah, exactly. The drive home was nice because you leave at like 10, 11, and it's just like
no traffic,
no highway. You know what I mean? And I'm driving from Hialeah, so like I did not want to be in that traffic. You know. I would not want to be there in the morning.
You Highlands in traffic.
I'd have to leave at like 6 a.m. to get there by 8 on time. You know what I mean?
No.
Like
that was the beauty of working at the Sawgrass one, because I was literally like, I lived super close by and it was like a 15-minute drive for me. So I was like, opening is at 9. I should get there like, I should leave my house by like 8:30. Get there like 8:45, 8:50. Clock in, have time to like eat something. It was super chill.
And most of the positivity came from like, wow, I love these things and I get to just be around them. But obviously it's kind of naive being at Best Buy. But I didn't have to deal with the bullshittery of being a Best Buy employee.
Yeah, no, that's the part what sucks.
I think it's still good. Like I think a lot of it still applies to like, because my experience was like, one, obviously the people I've met, right, the interesting, cool employees, and everybody was, shout out to all of them. It's I've definitely used all the training in customer service, like all the customer service aspect of that. I've used all of that in every single aspect of my life.
Okay.
Diffusing situations, dealing with difficult people,
I understand
like,
how you feel.
Even the sales things, like I even tell now, like the employees I deal with now, like with my technicians, I'm like, you need to ask these open-ended questions to triage these phone calls.
Yeah.
Because that was one thing for the sales was always, you have to ask open-ended questions. Don't ask yes or no, ask open-ended. I'm like, yeah, that's true. And like, you know, I never since then, like I feel like I've mastered it through there. So like all of that has helped me with any other job interviews, dealing with difficult people. Now, like dealing with my technicians and the nurses that I work with, like the same thing. It's just like all comes together now. It's just, you have to use everything you obtain in life.
That is true.
Yeah.
Fruitful lessons.
Awesome. Well, any closing anecdotes? Any closing notes? Any?
The discounts are awesome, and I missed them.
Oh, Best Buy discount.
Now they suck, man.
They suck, yeah. But back then, I was like...
Back then it was nice getting HDMI cables for like $1. That was dope.
We didn't get officially discounts. We had but a manager would give us a discount. We'd have to go walk to a manager and they would you'd have to be like, oh, can I get this open box?
And you still couldn't tell that to like your supervisors at Samsung because they'd be like, no, don't get it. You can't get anything. No, you couldn't. That's literally one of the reason why one of my buddies, Gio, he couldn't get back to working in Samsung because he had gotten a discount like via asking, and one of the managers at the store that he was at was a dick and just basically was looking for any excuse really at that point, and like found out that some employee gave him a discount on like a cable or something like that. Let the supervisor know. He didn't get fired for it, but like when he eventually left on his own for some other job and he tried going back, like they had it on records, like, yeah, you're not hireable anymore because of that one time. Like
I feel like that's BS because I definitely went to a manager and asked for a discount.
Yeah, it should be fine. But like because that specific manager at that store was just a dick.
Okay.
And
say no more.
Technicality wise, you're not supposed to. But yeah, usually they wouldn't care. Like, oh yeah, you're cool. You know, we like you for what you do and everything. Like, here, I'll give you a discount.
Well, thank you guys for your time. Thank you for being on the show and sharing all of your Best Buy experiences. Honestly, like, I know you guys are probably wondering, like, I don't even know what I'm going to talk about. Like, I don't even know what stories I'm going to bring up. But, you know, we had to go through this so that we could just
jog the memory.
Jog your memory. Get those re-triggering.
Oh, yeah. I'm definitely re-triggering now.
Get you re-triggered. So thank you guys for being on the show. Had a really great time and hope to see you guys on again for maybe some other topic.
I'm down.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Alrighty.
You have reached the end of this episode of Cybernut, and I want to thank you for listening to the show. If you like what you heard, subscribe to the show on YouTube and other podcasting platforms. You can find all those links in the show notes. And if you want to send us a message, a story, or a related tech topic, send it to cybernutpod@gmail.com or send us a DM on our socials. I am Enrique VTee, and thanks for listening to Cybernut. I hope you had a great time, and I'll see you around. Bye!